What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how you guys can gain weight but also maintain your speed. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hope it could teach you a few new things. But also, fellas, if you are a quarterback or wide receiver and would like to train with us this offseason, we are going to be traveling out to 9 more states across the U.S. for 2-day-long QB and wide receiver training camps. Next up on our camp tour, we are going to be coming out to St. Louis, Missouri. That camp is completely sold out, but then we'll be coming out to Honolulu, Hawaii, Boston, Massachusetts, Cleveland, Austin, Seattle, Newark, Denver, and Los Angeles. If you guys want some more information, you're local to one of those cities and would like to train with us this year for 2 whole days, check out that very first link in the description below. That's where you can sign up and get all the info. So very first link in that description below. Let's get started with this video. So now, first things first, we are going to be talking about why it's important to be able to put on size. So many young athletes, whether you're playing youth ball, whether you're about to play high school, or whether you're in high school, people are always harping on guys, oh, you need to get bigger, you need to get stronger, you need to put on weight. So what is the benefit of that? Because I think everybody understands why you want to be fast. That would benefit any position, whether you're a lineman or whether you are a wide receiver. Being fast, being explosive, everybody knows why that's beneficial. But why is it so important to be big? And the first example I want to show you guys is the whole reason why. So this is Devontae Smith, breaks a couple tackles, but he takes a very, very big shot. And this was one of the biggest concerns with him. Everybody knew he was fast. Everybody knew he was a great route runner, had great hands, but he was rail skinny. And the whole issue with it is he's going to be taking some shots, and the question around him was he's not going to be able to absorb those hits at the body weight he is playing at. So if that's the whole reason why. If you're sitting there and you're a freshman, you're a sophomore in high school, maybe you're an 8th grader about to enter high school, and people are telling you to gain weight, this is why. Because we play a very violent game in football. So what are some things that and you're going to be taking some shots regardless. You're a quarterback, you're a receiver, whatever position you play, it is going to be physical at a certain point. So how do you get over that? How can you put on size? What are some of the exercises you can do? And that's what we're going to be discussing today. So let's look at this first example here. This is going to be an example of Jalen Hurts. So I want to make this clear too, that the way, because I know a lot of you, whoever follows this channel, a lot of your wide receivers and a lot of your quarterbacks. And if you're a quarterback, some of these exercises that we're going to discuss today may not be the best thing for you because you are a passer. Now, this is an example of Jalen Hurts lifting. And that's why I wanted to show this first, because he's a quarterback. He's obviously got great size and one of the stronger quarterbacks in the game, right? So this exercise is a great exercise that you guys can do to be able to put on size. As athletes, where you want to try to put on size is obviously your upper body, but mainly your legs and your back. Those are the 2 most important parts of your body athletically, right? Your legs, it's going to help you guys with balance in and out of cuts. It's going to help you guys with strength behind your throws. It's going to help you guys, with obviously explosion and power. All of those things can benefit. So in the gym, do an exercise like this is a trap bar deadlift. This is a great exercise for you guys to build size in your lower half because it is an exercise that's going to activate more out of your legs, doesn't put a ton of pressure on your lower back like a regular deadlift would, and putting on size in your legs is a great spot to be able to put on size if you need to gain weight. Because where most of the time when you get tackled, you're having to drive your legs, you're taking a big shot to your legs, having muscle mass is going to help you guys absorb that force. When you guys are exerting force to your muscles, that helps you withstand hits. We play a very, very physical game. There's a lot of information out there that will say that, oh, football players, you need to train like athletes. Don't train like bodybuilders. But that's very, very easy to say to a guy who's in the NFL, who's already big enough, already strong enough, and he just needs to fine-tune elements of his game. He's getting paid millions of dollars, so he's got to perform on the field. He doesn't need to get bigger to be able to get to college or stand out at a high school level. So telling that to a kid maybe would not be the best advice. So doing those core lifts like trap bar deadlifts, barbell squats, if you're a receiver or any other position besides quarterback, do an exercise like bench press, overhead press, anything that's going to build size. Those traditional bodybuilding exercises will put size on you. But now the whole purpose of this video is to tell you how you guys can put on size like that, but also how you can maintain your speed. Because everybody's biggest fear is, oh, I'm going to get super big, I'm going to put on weight, but I'm going to slow down, and they're not going to see it on the field. So I think a great example to showcase that to you guys would be Tyree. So Tyree is a guy that I've met in person before. He's not the biggest dude in the world, but he's probably 200 pounds. He's my height. If you guys have ever seen me, I'm not the tallest guy. And he's probably my height, 5'10", 5'9"-ish, right? Not the biggest dude, but he's probably got me by 50, 60 pounds. And he is built But I can tell you this right now, I guarantee you he is faster than I am. So why is that? And it's because he does these kinds of things in the gym, in the track, that still are able to keep his speed, maintain his speed, even if he has to put on weight, even if he's carrying a lot of weight. Because if 5'10", 200 pounds, like, that, a lot of people, if you were carrying 200 pounds and you were 5'10", you would be flat out slow. So how is he able to do this? And these types of exercises are how. And these are the exercises that you cannot neglect when you're trying to put on weight. So he's doing some kind of like resistance band, like plyometric, like running form exercise where he's snatching his knee up, working on that explosive knee drive, and him being able to just pretty much run with a lot of power and a lot of explosion from his hips. This is just a great exercise to get faster. Attach a resistance band to your waist. You're doing these like knee ups, if you want to call it. I wouldn't even necessarily know the name of this specific exercise. But this is a great exercise to work on your knee drive, your stride, and your power. These things is what will translate to on-field speed and will make you maintain your speed when you're trying to put on weight. So maybe a good workout split you guys could try to follow is like maybe once or twice a week, you dedicate some time, dedicate maybe 30, 45 minutes, an hour to doing these kinds of exercises so you don't lose that. If you're 6 days a week, 5 days a week, just lifting like a bodybuilder and you don't do any kind of field work, any kind of track workouts, guys, you're going to get slower. That's just fact of the matter how it is. Now, when you're trying to put on size as a football player, one thing I can tell you about Tyree, and he's 5'10", 5'9", carrying a lot of weight. Maybe he's not exactly 200 pounds, but 190 something pounds. A lot of you out there who are listening to this, who are 5'10", if you were 200 pounds right now, you know you would not be fast. You would be extremely heavy and you would feel extremely slow. And a lot of people put such a specific number out there. They're like, oh, I need to get to this weight. I need to get to that weight. But you got to understand that having a low body fat percentage is also important too. Because he's 195 pounds, 200 pounds, but he's got there's no fat on this guy. That's why he's able to maintain his speed and his explosion, his power. A lot of people just think, oh, I'm going to gain weight, so I'm going to eat all this crap. But that's what slows you down because now you have a higher body fat percentage. You're not as muscular. You're not able to do these types of exercise. That's when you are going to slow down. But we cannot neglect doing these types of things. So let's look at another exercise here from Tyree. He's doing just a simple track workout. Something that like a good workout split that I know a lot of people do at like the high school level, especially out here in California, is they'll go like, let's say, for example, you got a 5-day week, Monday through Friday. That's the only time that you're slotted to lift with your team. So I know people who will go Mondays, they'll work out upper body days. Tuesday, they'll go lower body. Wednesday, they'll get out onto the track or the field and do exercises like this, where they're doing A-skips, they're doing arm swing drills, they're doing a lot of hip mobility stuff to increase your stride length, to make it easier to run. And then they go back on Thursday, it's an upper body day, then on Friday it's a lower body day, and then Saturday, Sunday's off. Or maybe if you're on that type of schedule right now, maybe you add in an extra speed day on Saturday, on Sunday. Maybe you guys stretch and do a lot of hip mobility stuff at night, so you still don't lose that quick twitch, that stride, that speed when you're trying to put on size. It's definitely possible, fellas. A lot of people think it's not possible. Oh, you're going to gain all this weight. Yeah, if you get fat, yeah, you're going to slow down. But if you're putting on muscle and you're doing the correct like bodybuilder type exercises in the gym, but not neglecting the speed and explosive exercises that you need to do once, twice, maybe sometimes 3 times a week. You trust me, fellas, if you guys are eating correctly, you guys will not slow yourself down. So like we said, what are some other exercises maybe that could help you? Now, this is an example of Jalen Hurts at a powerlifting meet doing bench press. Now, I'm willing to guarantee you that he does not lift heavy bench anymore. This is just him in high school, and I know a lot of you quarterbacks out there do heavy bench press. I don't think even for wide receivers, I don't think for any position on the field, and I'll explain why I don't think linemen get any benefit out of it. I don't think bench press athletically is going to help a single person on the field. The only reason that you do it, the only reason that programs have you do it is to build size in your upper body to absorb hits, right? Now, quarterbacks, you guys are not getting hit that often. Just fact of the matter it is. You still get hit. We still play a violent game. I get it. But this is so much pressure. This is so much pressure on your shoulder, on your rotator cuff. Why? Why do you ever need to get to this position with this much weight, putting pressure here and here all on your throwing arm? There is no benefit. And if you're doing bench and you get a super buffed out upper body, you're going to lose range of motion. And as a quarterback, it is so important to have range of motion when you throw because that ties into your mechanical sequence, all of those things that we talk about. So I would recommend staying away from that. Now, athletically, I don't think it serves any benefit for offensive linemen, for receivers, because when you guys block, that power comes from your hips and comes from your legs. You're not bench pressing guys, because guys would literally just pull your arm and shove you down if you're trying to block them from there. What does every single offensive line coach teach to their offensive linemen? Keep their feet moving. You want to punch with your upper body, but you are driving from your hips and your legs. And that's how a wide receiver should block too. So this athletically will not give you any benefit, but you have to do it to put on size at the upper half. So I don't recommend this for quarterbacks, but for other positions, if you need to gain weight, doing traditional bench press is great. There's another example of Jalen Hurts squatting a lot of weight as well. This is something that I recommend for quarterbacks because this can only make you better on the field performance-wise, because it's strengthening your base, getting your legs stronger, but it's also helping you put on size. So all those core lifts, fellas, those are things that you should be doing to be able to put that size on. But those examples that we showed from Tyree, let's go back to that. He's doing band resistance like knee drive, knee up, step ups, however you want to think of it. Running with sleds is a great exercise you could do. Doing any kind of band resistance, quickness, lateral quickness, agility work. Doing any kind of track warm-ups. You got A skips, B skips, C skips, all of that. Getting on the field and actually running. Doing arm swing drills. Those things help you maintain your speed. You got to keep your running form. You got to keep that explosiveness and fast twitch and put on size, but maintain a low body fat percentage. That recipe will help you gain weight, but it will also help you maintain your speed. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys. And again, if you would like to train with us in 9 different states this offseason, fellas, we're going to be coming out to St. Louis, Missouri, all the way to Los Angeles, California. So check out that very first link in the description below if you're interested in attending one of our off-season camps. I'll see you guys next time.